Busted, Obama caught in $300 million scandal. The newest Obama scandal is not just an insult to our military, but a waste of valuable tax dollars and resources. According to Fox News, the Department of Defense has vowed to watch the security forces in Afghanistan after a recent report uncovered some startling information. The Office of the Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction, or SIGER, uncovered significant gaps between the assigned force strength of the Afghan National Defense and Security Forces and the actual number of personnel serving. In other words, it appears that Obama paid out around $300 million to ghost soldiers. The letter from the SIGER to the Pentagon cites discrepancies between the number of soldiers assigned to a given area compared to the number of soldiers actually serving the area. There is no logical explanation for the disparity. There are, however, bits of anecdotal evidence that more than satisfactorily tie the Obama administration to shady dealings. News of this statistical anomaly is raising questions as to whether or not the rest of the U.S. government knew of these ghost soldiers at the time of funding. The taxpayers' dollars could have been put to better use here at home. Since 2002, Congress has given roughly $68 billion to ANDSF, including salaries. This is leading some to speculate that the government was misled. The police chief in the Helmand province noted that half of the 26,000 soldiers and police that were supposedly paid never existed. Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction John Sopko confirmed, in January 2015 we reported that more than $300 million in annual U.S.-funded salary payments to the Afghan National Police were based on only partially verified or reconciled data, and that there was no assurance that personnel and payroll data were accurate. Obama was involved with the funding of the soldiers and police force at the time. One can only guess as to what the Obama administration hoped to achieve by paying these non-existent servicemen. We found similar deficiencies during the course of our April 2015 audit of Afghan National Army personnel and payroll data, Sopko said. Very possibly, the Obama administration will blame clerical errors, if they comment at all, but it's obvious to the rest of us that some sort of payoff scheme was likely in place. It wouldn't surprise any of us to learn, in good time, that somebody, though not any of our soldiers, benefited from those funds. The Department of Defense is tasked with finding out exactly how many Afghan soldiers and police operate in the country. They've concluded that 90% of police and roughly 70 to 80% of the military have all been biometrically enrolled. The investigation will continue. The Pentagon confirmed, stating that when the initial inventorying is completed in July 2017, DoD and the Afghan Defense Ministry will have a more accurate representation of actual force strength. Obama was funneling tax dollars out of the country that was supposed to be paying for soldiers. Now that we know those soldiers never existed, we must find out where that money went and why it went there in the first place. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe 24 Hours channel. Goodbye and see you again.